And I request you all to please be on mute. Once I'm done with the presentation, you can ask your questions, you can ask your queries if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, you can ask, with Dr. Akram and our experts. So I will just start with giving you a little introduction about Academically. So Academically's headquarters is in Australia, and Academically is an edtech aimed at helping healthcare professionals who wants to excel in their lives and their careers. And as you all know, I'm sure that it was established by Dr. Akram Ahmad, who is an educationist and a healthcare professional with a lot of experience across several roles, not just in India, but also in Malaysia and Australia. And when I talk about Academically, so Academically offers support to healthcare professionals who wish to upscale their career, migrating to Australia or other countries as well. So we are not just bound to one specific country, but we are going to talk about all of the countries where you can be registered, and setting new standards by providing preparation courses for the most advanced global healthcare exam, the registration exams. And we at Academically offer guidance, we offer resources, and we also offer unwavering support to all of the healthcare professionals like you all. And I will give a little introduction about our founder and CEO, Dr. Akram, as well. So Dr. Akram Ahmad is an esteemed clinical pharmacist, distinguished professor, and also an accomplished research scientist with an impressive 15 years of teaching and research experience in India, Malaysia, and again, Australia. So with a determination to help healthcare professionals across the globe achieve their dream of moving abroad, he started Academically. So Dr. Akram himself, has done his pharmacy. He has done his diploma in pharmacy, B Pharmacy, PharmD, and then PhD. So he has a lot of experience in pharmacy field, and he provides education and training for all the pharmacists, not just pharmacists, but also the medical doctors, optometrists, dentists, nurses, and all of the other healthcare professionals also for the various medical registration exams so that they can move to their dream country. So even if you are, someone who wish to go to abroad, if you're a pharmacist, if you want to be registered in different country abroad, definitely Dr. Akram is the one who can guide you. Academically is the one-stop solution that can guide you. And to further support the career advancement of healthcare professionals, we have also launched a study abroad program for those who wish to pursue higher education. So now Academically is not just bound to the, the registration exam courses, preparation courses, but right now we have also started our study abroad, program with the name of EduCafex. So you can go and search that as well. And I will tell you all a little about our academic heads. So we have Dr. Alok Semwal. Dr. Alok is a seasoned pharmacy expert with a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences, and he has over 14 years of professional experience. And as the assistant academic head at Academically, he leads the development of the innovative pharmacy courses, contributing significantly to educational advancement in the field. Dr. Semwal is a respected editor for several scientific journals and has authored numerous scientific articles and book chapters published in renowned journals. When I talk about our another academic head, we have Dr. Rini Sharma. She is the assistant academic head of the medical courses. So today, as we are doing for the pharmacy courses, you all can see that we have Dr. Semwal, and for the medical courses, we have Dr. Rini Sharma. Now let's start with the OPRA exam. So when I say OPRA, the full form is Overseas Pharmacist Readiness Assessment. So OPRA exam is for all of the pharmacists who wish to go to Australia. So when we talk about our faculties, so we have all of the faculties who have undergone through the similar journey as you might be going to, get through. Earlier it was CAPS, now it is OPRA. So the transition from CAPS to OPRA, you all can see on the screen that we have all of our faculties who have cleared the CAPS exam. They all are CAPS qualified. They have done their bachelor's, they have done their master's in pharmacy. Some of them have also done their GPAT. So we have all of the faculties who are qualified, who are CAPS qualified, and, they have undergone through the same journey, same, process, like how you are going to give it for the OPRA exam. So just for your knowledge, if you don't know, earlier it was CAPS, now it is OPRA from 2025. So now we will talk about what is the OPRA exam. So just to give you an idea that the OPRA exam is the Overseas Pharmacist Readiness Assessment. And from March 2025, the OPRA exam has replaced the CAPS exam for foreign pharmacists who wish to work in Australia. So as I mentioned earlier, it was CAPS. Now from March 2025, it is OPRA. This exam has been recently launched by the Australian Pharmacy Council, APC, to assess the competence of overseas qualified pharmacists and offer them the registration in Australia. So once you clear the OPRA exam, you will be eligible to be registered in Australia as a pharmacist. So when we talk about the eligibility criteria, you need to have a bachelor's of pharmacy degree or higher degree, but at least B.Pharm degree is mandatory. You also need to have a transcript or proof of active registration with the State Pharmacy Council in your home country. Now, when we talk about the steps involved for the OPRA exam, the first step is the initial skill assessment. The second one would be the OPRA exam, for what we are here to discuss about the OPRA exam. Third, and very, very important, is also the English proficiency test. So obviously, if you're going to Australia to talk to the patients, to talk to the people there, you need to know the English language. So you have to undergo through the English proficiency test as well. And then you can go and apply for jobs and visa. Now we will talk about the details of OPRA exam. So when we talk about the exam centers, I will talk about India. So we have a lot of exam centers in India. You do not need to just go to one city or one place to take up the exam. We have n number of exam centers like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai, New Delhi. We have centers in Pune, we have centers in Noida, Chandigarh, and recently they have added Jalandhar and Ludhiana as well. So we are covering almost all of the places, and you do not need to travel so much to take up the exam. So these are the exam centers where you can go and take up the OPRA exam. Now we will talk about the exam dates. So the OPRA exam is conducted thrice a year, and the dates of the year 2025 is 3rd to 5th March 2025. 14th, so the March is already gone. So now you have two slots, 14th to 16th of July, and then 24th to 26th of November 2025. So as the March date is already, gone, you have two more options that you can go and give it. Now, how is the exam conducted? So the OPRA exam consists of only one paper. This is a very good part, because in the CAPS, it was two papers, but now you only have to give one paper consisting of just 120 questions, and the exam has to be completed in 2.5 hours and no break will be provided. So earlier it was two papers, there were breaks, there were long time, but now it has become very short and very, precise, that you just need to take up one paper, 120 questions, 2.5 hours and no break. I hope it is clear. So if you have any doubts or any queries, I'm telling you once again that after this presentation, you can raise your hand and ask your questions one by one. We will be happy to answer. So we will talk a little about the OPRA exam content areas, okay? So the first is biomedical sciences. So the percentage of the questions is 20%. Medicinal chemistry and biopharmaceutics contains 10%. Pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics contain 10%. Pharmacology and toxicology 15%. And the most weightage is here with therapeutics and patient care. So you really know now that where do you need to focus more, because 45% is very, very high. You all can see. So you have to, give the whole concentration and do not leave this part, therapeutics and patient care. Now we will talk about exam assessment, that is RASC methodology. So this has also been introduced along with the OPRA exam, this whole new methodology called RASC methodology. The RASC model of assessment weighs the answer of the candidate and the difficulty of the question, and then decides the score. The chances of an answer being wrong or right are defined based on the difference between the examined and the question. It is an adaptive testing model. So I hope it is clear till now. Now, this is also very important for you all, because you all keep asking us about the fee, the structure. So let's see the fee breakup here. Initial skill assessment would cost you 810 AUD. OPRA exam fee would cost you 2,190. And then the English proficiency, you have three options, PT, IELTS and OET. That would cost you around 300 to 400. Now, very important part, one more good part of transition from CAPS to OPRA, that the fees for the OPRA exam will be AUD 100 lesser than the CAPS exam. So earlier it was 2290, now it is 2190. So it has reduced 100 AUD. Now, About the skill assessment requirements. So skill assessment is also one of the very important part of the steps if you're going to take up the OPRA exam. So you need your degree, you need your transcript, you also need your birth certificate, you need a valid passport, you need government ID proof, passport sized photograph, and pharmacist registration certificate. So in order to write this exam, you need to be registered in your home country. So these are all the documents that is required to take up the OPRA exam. Now, when we talk about the English proficiency requirement for the IELTS exam, an individual band score of 7 at least is required. If you take the PTE exam, you need to score at least 65. And when we talk about OET, minimum score of 350 out of 500 or grade B is required. Okay, now why choose Australia? Why not other countries? So right now, if we look up to the statistics, Australia is giving 1,85,000 PR visa offers. They have 3,000 plus job vacancies, and they also are providing AUD 1 lakh plus average annual salary for the pharmacist. So now this is something very important that you need to know, because when we talk about Australia, why Australia? This is why Australia, because the visa that you're getting, the salary, you can see and compare it with your home country, because even we know, we talk to a lot of pharmacists on daily basis. We talk to very people who are from India, who are from different countries. They are getting 20,000, 30,000 monthly, but here when you see, it's AUD 1 lakh plus average annual salary. Now, there are a lot of job sites where you can apply for the jobs, like Seek, Indeed, LinkedIn. Now we will talk about the benefits for pharmacists in Australia. So the first, as I mentioned, and very, very important and good for you all, is the higher earning potential. So the jobs in Australia offer huge salaries to pharmacists. The quality of life is also very important. Yeah, you just can't be focusing on earning money and then where to spend it, how to spend it. You do not have good balance. So here you are getting very good quality of life. Australia is known for its high standard living, excellent healthcare system, and diverse culture, making it an attractive destination for many, many people. Now, when we talk about the career opportunities, there is a high demand for pharmacists in Australia, along with perks such as instant PR, work visa. Now, work-life balance is very important, as we all know that, as a working professional, you need to have a good and balanced work-life balance. So Australia has good work-life balance, which can help you all as being a pharmacist manage the workload and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now, when we talk about the professional development, pharmacists in Australia have access to ongoing professional development opportunities and advanced medical technologies, which can help them advance their skills and knowledge. Now, very important, free education and healthcare access. So Australia offers several perks to the residents, such as free education for children and free healthcare access. Now, about the OPRA exam preparation course by Academically. So as I mentioned in the start about Academically that, we are here, the one-stop solution for all of you. So the OPRA exam preparation course by Academically is a resourceful course for global pharmacists to help you clear the overseas pharmacist readiness assessment exam. So we will guide you through thick and thin. We will, from head to toe, everything we are going to cover, and we are going to give you the whole course that is prepared by Academically is to provide all the necessary study materials, mock exams, and support for the students to ace this exam. And experienced course instructors have a curated, a well-structured curriculum and a systematic approach to ensure a thorough understanding of the exam content. So as we have the academic heads, we have the faculties, they have, made a very good, precise exam materials. They have, the mock test that you're going to give, it is going to help you a lot. So we are going to provide you the instructor-led and self-paced content. We are going to give you one-on-one mentoring support throughout your journey with Academically. We are also going to give you an extended access to content. So for example, if you're not prepared for the exam, if you're not ready, you still feel that, I might not be ready to take up the exam. We give you the access, we give you the extended access to the content that you can still keep it with yourself and, prepare with it. Yeah, this is also very, very important part of Academically, that you get the flexible schedule, because we also understand that as a working professional, you might not be able to attend the live lectures. You might, miss the live lectures. So here, is the flexible schedule that we are providing. You can hear the recorded lectures, you can take up the mock exams. The faculties are always available on our different community platform. So it's like you do not have a time foundation, you do not have a deadline. It's just according to you. It can be according to you. You can ask your queries, you can ask your questions, and you will get all of the answers and listen to the recorded lectures whenever you want, whenever you're free, while traveling, while you're home, anytime. We also give the periodic webinars from the industry mentors. We also give regular feedback and assessment. We also provide tips on CV writing and cover letter generation. So once you clear the OPRA exam, our journey, our commitment doesn't just end there. We also help you with the tips on CV writing, how you can apply for the job, how you can apply for the visa, what all things are required for you to write in the CV. We can help you with all of that. And we also assist in the placement and visa support. Now, the updated initial essay structure of the Australian Pharmacy Council fee here is that, when we talk about the fee breakup, the eligibility check would cost you 810 AUD. The work experience assessment would cost you 200 AUD. Skill assessment outcome will cost you 300 AUD. Total with work experience 1,310, and then total without experience 1,110. Now let's talk about the PSI exam, that is Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland. So till now we were talking about the Australia OPRA exam. Now we move to the Ireland PSI exam, that is Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland. So if you're a pharmacist who wish to go to Ireland, then this is the presentation that you need to know and see and hear properly, because I'm going to talk about all of the things. As I already mentioned about the faculties, we have all of the faculties who have cleared the exams, who have gone through the similar journey. So it is same for all of the courses that we have at Academically. Be it any faculty, you will see them clear the registration exam, so that they can also guide you in a better way, because they have experienced it already, and they will guide you who can be better than someone who has cleared it by themselves. So yes, so we have all of the great faculties here, as you can see on the screen, and they are going to guide you through your journey. Okay, now we discussed why to choose Australia. Now, why to choose Ireland, as the career option where you can build your career, you can register as the pharmacist, work visa leading to PR visa. So once you get the work visa, you start practicing, that can lead to PR visa. There are 1,000 plus job vacancies. When we talk about the salary, here also you are getting 74,929 pounds annually. When we convert it into INR, it's going to be 66 lakhs. So you can see it by yourself that how much you get in your home country and how much you're going to get in Ireland. Now, get away to practice in European countries and UK. So once you clear this exam, you also get the access to practice in the European country and United Kingdom as well. Now, when we talk about the steps of the PSI exam, the first one is the third country qualification recognition that is needed. Then application for recognition of your qualification. Then you move to the third part, that is the holistic assessment, that is path A and path B. Then no adaptation is needed. English proficiency test is required, because obviously for Ireland also you need to communicate with the patients, you need to communicate with the locals. So you need to understand their language, and just to make it smooth, you need to know English. So you have to go through the English proficiency test. And then for the last, we have application for registration. Okay, so here is a detailed, where you can see that, once the application is received, you move on to the internal review for the validity and eligibility. Then you move on to the holistic assessment, where I just mentioned that there are two paths. There is path A, then there is path B. When we talk about path A, you have this certificate of qualification appropriate for practice that you get. And then for path B, you need the examination stage. You need to clear the examination, and then the certificate of qualification appropriate for practice. Now, what is the PSI equivalence exam and what are the eligibility criteria? Firstly, I would like to tell you that the PSI equivalence exam consists of two parts. Number one is MCQ and number two is OSCE. The duration of the preparation would be 16 weeks if you take it with Academically. Now, the eligibility criteria, very, very important for you to know that you need to have at least 5 to 6 years of continuous pharma degree. Okay, so you need at least 5 to 6 years of continuous pharmacy degree, and then level 8 qualification for pharmacist on the Irish National Framework of Qualification. So I hope it is clear. Even if you have any confusion, any doubt, please just wait for me to end this presentation and then you can ask your questions. Okay, now just how we discussed about the OPRA exam details, I would also like to tell you here about the PSI equivalence exam details. When we talk about the exam centers, earlier both MCQ and OSCE were held as remote online proctored, but now they will be held in Ireland. So to take up these exams, you need to go to Ireland. So if we talk about the exam dates, PSI conduct the equivalence exam 2 or 3 times in a year. That you can find it on the official website. And the exam conducts MCQ and OSCE. Okay. As I mentioned that, English proficiency is very, very important for Australia also, for Ireland also. So you have like 3 options: IELTS, OET, and TOEFL. For IELTS, you need to have at least 7 band, written 6.5 or equivalent in other exams, speaking and writing 54 to 67 minutes, reading 29 to 30 minutes, and listening 30 to 43 minutes. Okay, now we will talk about the skill assessment requirements. So again, you need to have a degree, a transcript, you need to have work experience evidence, you need your valid passport, government ID proof, passport sized photograph, you need registration certificate of the Pharmacy Council, good standing certificate, and syllabus copy required for PSI. So here are the lists of documents to be sent by regulatory authorities to the PSI. Number 1 is internship certificate, transcript, syllabus, and regulatory data form. Now, PR in Ireland is very, very important. So you get, after clearing this exam, you get permanent residency of Ireland within 5 years. So once you clear the PSI exam, the visa is something that, that can really help you to settle in Ireland and get the permanent residency just within 5 years. So when we talk about critical skill visa, get student work visa after passing the PSI exam, work for 3 years on critical skill visa, and apply for permanent residency PR visa in Ireland. Now about our course at Academically, the PSI course at Academically, the PSI equivalence exam preparation course by Academically readies you for the PSI equivalence exam, the initial step towards becoming a registered pharmacist in Ireland. So this course is specifically designed to provide a comprehensive review of the full equivalence exam curriculum as per the PSI Council, and taking the PSI equivalence exam preparation course by Academically is one of the most cost-effective tools that will give you peace of mind and surety of success. So obviously, when you're investing your so much time, when you're investing your money, you're going to take up the exam, why to take that risk? You can just spend a little and then take up the exam and clear the exam. Again, as I mentioned in the OPRA also, you're getting the same things that, we are giving in the OPRA, the instructor-led and self-paced content, 101 mentoring, extended access to the content, you're getting the flexible schedule, you can just take up the classes, listen to the recorded lectures whenever you want according to your comfort. We are giving you the periodic webinar from the industry mentors, we are giving you regular feedback and assessments, we are also giving you tips on CV writing, cover letter generation, and then helping you in placement and visa support. Okay, so let's see the fee structure of the PSI equivalence exam. So the number 1 is document verification, that would cost you 750 euros. Holistic assessment and exam would cost you 1500 euros. For the registration, it will be as per the actuals. And for the English proficiency, it's going to be around 250 to 300 AUD. Now, let's talk about, now we are done with Australia and we are done with the Ireland. Okay, now we will move on to the Gulf region pharmacy licensure examination. Okay, so for the Gulf region, I would like to tell you that there are these exams that I'm going to highlight here. Saudi Pharmacist Licensure Examination, that is for Saudi Arabia. Okay, these are the prometric exams. We have Oman prometric exam for the Oman, that is known as with OMSB. Then we have for Kuwait Ministry of Health exam, MOH. Then we have it for Qatar Council for Healthcare Practitioner exam, QCHP. And then we have Bahrain Pharmacy Licensure Examination for Bahrain. And then we have MOH, HAAD, and DHA for the UAE. So when I talk about these prometric exams, the prometric exams are the gateway for overseas pharmacists to practice in these Gulf Cooperation Councils known as GCC countries. And these rigorous assessments evaluate a pharmacist's knowledge and skills to ensure that you meet the region's high healthcare standards, as similar to Australia or Ireland, I would say. And successfully completing these exams will be helpful for you to practice in these countries and get the pharmacy license to practice. As I already mentioned that, for Saudi Arabia, you need to clear the SPLE. For the Oman, you need to clear the OMSB. For Kuwait, MOH, Qatar, QCHP, Bahrain, BPLE, and United Arab Emirates, MOH or DHA or HAAD. Okay. So now I will tell you all about the different examinations for different countries and what is it and how you can practice. So let's start with the SPLE. So SPLE is Saudi Pharmacist Licensure Examination. This is the gateway to become a registered pharmacist and practice in Saudi Arabia as an internationally trained pharmacist. This exam is administered by HCFHS, Saudi Commission for Health Specialties, to make overseas pharmacists equivalent to pharmacists of Saudi Arabia by testing their knowledge and skills to handle cases at pharmacies. When we talk about the Oman prometric exam, it is also required to practice in Oman, and this exam is administered by the Oman Medical Specialty Board to ensure that pharmacist possesses the necessary qualification and competencies to deliver quality pharmaceutical care in the Oman healthcare system. So all of these exams that I'm telling you all are somewhere just for to meet the standard of that particular country, to meet the standard and guidelines, so that they can also see that you are ready and you are eligible to work in these countries. So similarly, we have for UAE, as I mentioned, Dubai Health Authority, we have the DHA exam, we have the Ministry of Health for MOH, then we have Health Authority of Abu Dhabi. Then these all exams are essential for the licensor in these specific countries in the United Arab Emirates. And the DHA exam focuses on licensing pharmacists within Dubai. The MOH exam covers the remaining Emirates of the UAE, and the HAAD exam specific to Abu Dhabi. Again, MOH exam is for Kuwait. This exam is mandatory for you to practice in Kuwait. Then we have the Qatar Council for Healthcare Practitioner. Again, this exam is also it's required to practice in Qatar. And then we have this BPLE exam, that is Bahrain Pharmacy Licensure Examination, or NHRA, National Health Regulatory Authority, for licensing exam to practice in Bahrain. Okay, again, our faculties, they all are qualified. They have cleared their exam. You can see that we have Dr. Wazir, he has cleared the SPLE exam. We have Tina ma'am, she has cleared the CAPS exam. We have all of the faculties have cleared these exams, and they have excelled in their careers, and that is why we have chosen, they have chosen us to be the faculties. We have chosen them to be the faculties at Academically. Now, let's talk a little about the benefits of pharmacists in the Gulf countries. Again, very good higher earning potential, with salary starts from 1.5 lakh per month. And, the best part about Gulf countries is that you do not have to pay any tax, that is with tax-free income. Migrating to these countries as a pharmacist has immensely high earning potential. There is no English proficiency test required as well. So, unlike, in Australia and Ireland, you need to clear the English proficiency, you need to pay taxes, but in these Gulf countries, you do not need to pay any taxes, and you are not required to give any English proficiency exam. The quality of life is very good in the Gulf countries. They have high standard of living, they have excellent healthcare system, and the diverse culture. It all makes it very attractive to live in such beautiful country. You have great career opportunities because the demand for the pharmacists are very, very high, and it is increasing day by day. Again, work-life balance is very good. These countries offer you a great work-life balance to manage both, your personal life, your professional life, and then not last but the least, professional development. So pharmacists in the Gulf region have access to ongoing professional development and advanced medical technologies, which can help you advance your skills and knowledge. Okay, so prometric examination, what to expect from these exams? So these exams test you for the following major pharmacy areas. Number one is the social, behavioral, administrative sciences, pharmaceutical sciences, pharmaceutical care and disease, pharmaceutical calculation and compounding, clinical sciences, and basic biomedical sciences. So I will give you the duration of preparation with GRPLE course is 16 weeks. So if I talk about the exam centers, approved prometric testing centers are locally and internationally. So it can also be found locally, it can also be found internationally. Exam dates, it is very, very good that it is conducted not 3-4 times a year, but 3-4 times in a month. You can schedule your exam up to 3 months in advance. So you have great opportunity here. You have access to great resources at Academically, our course, our study materials. You can get the preparation in 16 weeks. And the best part is that, 3-4 times in a month, you can give the exam. So it's amazing. And when we talk about the results, test result will be available online 1 to 6 weeks after the testing. So once you clear the exam, within 1 to 6 weeks, you will get the results. Okay, so these are the details and the passing score, the time duration, the number of sessions. So it is very, very important. So please concentrate here, and you can look at the screen that for SPLE exam, there will be 2 sessions of 105 MCQs each. The duration will be 2.2 hours, and that will be like 4 hours 45 minutes. And the passing score would be that you need to score 536 out of 800. When we talk about the OPE exam, 1 session of 100 MCQs, the duration would be 2.5 hours, and you need at least 60%. Again, for DHA, MOH, and HAAD, 1 session of 150 MCQs, 2 hours 45 minutes duration, 60% minimum passing score. So I think the minimum passing score is all same here for Kuwait, for Qatar, for Bahrain. So it's minimum 60%. Here the number of sessions in MCQs is also same, 1 session of 150 MCQs in all of these countries. Just the duration is different a little. For DHA, MOH, and HAAD, you need there is a duration of 2 hours and 45 minutes for Kuwait also. But for Qatar and Bahrain, you have for Qatar 3 hours and for Bahrain 2.5 hours. And again, passing score is minimum 60%. Okay, very important. You need to see if you're eligible to take up these prometric exams or not. So for Saudi Arabia, you need at least your PharmD degree, 1 year of experience in hospital or retail pharmacy, registered pharmacist in any country, including Saudi Arabia. For Oman, you need BPharm or PharmD degree or MPharm. Minimum of 3 years of experience in a hospital or retail pharmacy is required without any gap, and registration in the home country. And then for UAE, you need PharmD, minimum of 2 years of experience, registered pharmacist in any country, including Saudi Arabia. For Qatar, you need BPharm degree plus 2 years of experience, then PharmD plus 1 year of experience, and master's degree in pharmacy, or BPharm plus MPharm plus 2 years of experience for the prometric exemption. For Bahrain, if we say you need to have at least BSc in pharmacy plus 5 years of experience, or PharmD with a 6-year degree with 1 year of internship plus 2 years of experience, and registration in the home country. When we talk about UAE, you either need to have BPharm, PharmD, or MPharm degree. Minimum of 2 years of experience in retail or hospital pharmacy is required, and registration in the home country is also required. And when we talk about Kuwait, again, you need to have BPharm or MPharm degree, minimum of 2 years of experience after a bachelor's degree as a pharmacist or pharmacy assistant, and registration in the home country. So I'm sure after hearing this, you must know that experience in these countries is very, very important. Unlike in Australia and Ireland, in Australia, you do not need any experience. So the best part about Australia is that you need no experience if you wish to, practice in Australia. But here you need at least 2 years, 3 years of experience. Okay. Now we will talk about the steps towards the SPLE exam. We will talk about the steps towards the DHA exam. Here, the number one is document verification. Data flow 25 to 35 days, that can be 1 year. New qualification studies 50 days, classification 5 to 8 days, valid for 1 year. The SPLE MCQ exam, that is also going to be valid for 1 year. And then application for registration with HCFHS. Again, no language test is required for these countries. For DHA exam for Dubai, document verification, PSV data flow 35 to 40 to 45 days. Then you can schedule your Prometric exam via Sharian account, and then the DHA MCQ exam. This exam is also going to be valid for 1 year, and then application for registration with DHA. Now, step towards the MOH is that you need the first step would be MOH AP account and PSV with data flow for 14 days. Then you can schedule your MOHAP exam via Prometric website. Then you need to clear that MCQ exam and then application for registration. Here also, no language test is required. Now, the skill assessment requirements would be, again, similar: degree, transcript, work experience evidence, valid passport, government ID proof. You need passport sized photograph. You also need registration certificate, that's going to be Pharmacy Council, good standing certificate, and syllabus copy required for PSI. Now, good standing certificate is not required for SPLE. So if you're going to take up the SPLE exam, the good standing certificate is not required. Okay, now the program highlight is similar as what I mentioned for the other two countries, for Australia and Ireland. So it's going to be same. We will talk about the fee structure for SPLE exam. So the step one would be the data flow and document verification. That would cost you 900 Riyal. For step two, qualification study, and step three, classification, it will cost you like total 500 Riyals, 300 plus 200. And the step three would, and with the registration, would cost you USD 289. Fee structure for other Prometric exam is the step one data flow document verification, 935 AED for DHA, 220 plus 990 AED for MOH, 30,000 Indian rupees for Bahrain, 24,000 Indian rupees plus 55,000 for Qatar, and 23,500 plus 5,500 for Oman. Now, step two would be the examination fee. So for DHA, it would be USD 240. For MOH, it would be USD 130. So, and 20,500 would be for Bahrain, and for 19,500 would be for Oman. Okay. So here I've already told you about the Prometric exam, and the Prometric exams are the getaway for you to become, to practice in these Gulf countries under Gulf Cooperation Council. And these rigorous assessment evaluate a pharmacist knowledge in and skills to ensure that you meet the region's high healthcare standards. So when we talk about Bahrain, it's NHRA. For Oman, it will be conducted by Pearson VUE. For Saudi Arabia, SPLE. For Dubai, DHA. And if we talk about the Abu Dhabi, you need to clear the HEED exam, and it will be conducted by Pearson VUE. And all other Emirates, it will be MOH. Faculties I have already discussed. Now, why choose Gulf countries? The number one is that there are lots of job opportunities, easy work visas you get. For pharmacy technician in Bahrain and Oman, you can get good salaries that goes up to 315 to BHD 450, that is Indian rupees 70K to 1 lakh monthly. And for pharmacy technician in Saudi Arabia and UAE, you get 3 to 6K SAR and AED, that can be 67,000 to 1.3 lakh monthly. Now we will also talk about pharmacy technician licensure examination. So the pharmacy technician licensure examination consists of only one part, that's going to be just MCQs. MCQ exam consists of 150 questions, that's going to be 2 to 3 hours, and the duration of preparation would be 10 to 12 weeks. And also English proficiency is optional in the Gulf region. I have already mentioned this. So Gulf Pharmacy Technician exam, what to expect? So these exams test you for the following major pharmacy areas. Number one, pharmacology, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical care and disease, clinical sciences, drug information and health information, pharmacy laws and regulations, calculation relevant to medication and dosing and concentration. And when we talk about the exam centers, approved prometric testing centers in major metropolitan cities of India and internationally for OMSB local test centers are also available. The exam dates, again, it's going to be conducted 3 to 4 times in a month. That depends on available slots, and maximum there are 3 attempts that you can take. When we talk about results, test result will be available online 1 to 6 weeks after the testing, depending on the volume of test takers and other administrative factors. So for the Gulf Region Pharmacy Technician exam, what to expect? So for NHRA, that's the exam patterns are same. You can see it's all MCQs. The number of questions going to be 100, 150. Just for OMSB, for the Oman exam, you need to give 100. Otherwise, for the others, it's 150. The timings would be 2.5 to 3 hours in almost all of the exams. The passing marks would be 60%. So always try to, at least get 60%. For OMSB, you can get from 50 to 60%. For SPLE, 55 to 60%. And for DHA, MOH, HAD, and DOH, you need at least 55 to 60%. Obviously, in every exam, a higher percentile in the exam will be advantage. Okay, so NHRA MCQ breakdown would be pharmacology and therapeutics, pharmacy laws and regulations, compounding and dispensing practices, drug interaction and side effects, and calculation relevant to medication dosing. So you can already see the weightage on your screens so that you can understand where to focus on more. So pharmacy practice has the most number of weightage with 35%. So you can get an idea that where to focus more. SPLE exam breakdown, again, you can see on your screen that it's going to be 150 MCQ questions, 3 hours long. There are, it is divided according to the weightage. We have pharmacy calculation that contain of 16%, sterile and non-sterile compounding 15%, essential and over-the-counter medications 20%, medication safety 15%, pharmacy law and ethics 10%, drug information and health informatics 7%, infection control 7%, and then material management and supply chain 10%. That makes it a total of 100%. Now for DHA MOH exam, you need, pharmacy calculation, pregnancy and lactation, sterile and non-sterile compounding, infection control, medication safety, pharmacokinetics, pharmaceutical care and disease state management, over-the-counter medication, and pharmacy law and ethics. So for this, the eligibility criteria for NHRA, you need 2-year diploma in pharmacy with 3 years retail or hospital pharmacy. For OMSB, you need, again, 2 years diploma in pharmacy and 3 years retail and hospital, experience limited to 2 employers. You cannot just switch and show it. You need at least just 2 employers. And for SPLE, for SPLE, you need 3 years pharmacy diploma, Nepal for N and Africa, B Pharm or M Pharm, Pharm D for PB. And again, 2 years of retail or hospital pharmacy is required. For DHA exam, again, 2-year diploma in pharmacy is required. Again, 2 years of retail and hospital pharmacy. So all of these exams, you can see that you need at least 2 years of diploma in pharmacy and 2 years of retail and hospital required experience. If we talk about the attempts of this exam, 3 attempts per 1 calendar year you can take. Now step towards the NHRA, OMSP, SPLE, DHA and MOH exam would be the document verification, PSP data flow, schedule your prometric Pearson exam, MCQ exam that's going to be valid for 1 year, and then application for license to related governing authority. Again, here also no language test required. Skill assessment is same as how it was, for the pharmacy exams. Fee structure, you can see it on the screen. For NHRA, it's 20 BHD. Step 1 would be data flow document verification. Single documentation verification, 33 BHD. Regular package, 110 BHD. Express package, 145 BHD. Step 2 would be the exam fee. That's going to cost you $184.5 US. That's going to be 69.5 BHD. For the XPLE exam, step 1 would cost you 840 Riyal. Step 2 would cost you 200 Riyal for classification. Step 3 for this SPLE exam, it would cost you USD 289. For OMSB exam, the step 1 data flow would and the document verification would cost you 20,000 to 23,500 Indian rupees. That's going to be the application fee. For the exam fee, it's going to be US dollar 200. And for DHA, MOH, and DOH exam, the document verification would cost you AD 900 to 1,000. That's going to be again the application fee, and the exam fee would be USD 240. So I have told you about of the exams. I have told you about the the details of the exam centers, the eligibility criteria. So now I will tell you a little about the media coverage where Academically and Dr. Akram has been featured. So we have been covered with a lot of media, Hindustan Times, Network 18, you have News 18, the Economic Times. So we have been covered by a lot of different media and news channels, newspapers. We have Academically has been featured in the Outlook, the Economic Times, the Times of India, Hindustan Times, Z News, Startup Rise, and many more. We have been we have got a lot of rewards and recognition. And when we talk about the reviews, you can see that you can go on Google, you can check out the reviews that we have got for Academically. You can just if you're still unsure about Academically and if you still want to know a little more, you can go and check out the reviews by typing academically.com, and you can check out all of there are more than 1,000 reviews there which you can check. So these are our social media handles, and I will keep this slide open so that you can scan this QR code and you can follow us on Instagram, our handles. And as I mentioned that we have recently started our study abroad program also with the name of EduCafic. So here, it's your pathway to global healthcare education. And you can join our WhatsApp channel for all of the updates, for all of the information, the latest information, the news updates. So you can scan this QR code and you can also follow us on WhatsApp channel. So we are also, we have launched this GPAT exam crash course 2025 with Payam Bohra. So when we talk about Payam Bohra, he is a B Pharm, he has done his MS Pharmacy, he has, the GPAT rank he has gotten was 41, the NIPER rank was 11, and IIT BHU rank was 7. So, we have recently launched this GPAT exam crash course with Academically. So just in case if you want to take up the course, or even if you have your friends, your family members, or any your knowns, you can suggest them this course that we have, with the name of GPAT exam crash course.
It is free, Sunidhi.
Yes, sir. The best part is that it is absolutely free. So you can take it up and, you can just let all of the friends, all of the family members, and anyone who is interested for the course, you can let them know. So you can scan this and you can follow this. Okay, so I think I'm done with, on my part, I'm done with the presentation. So now, if you all have any questions, any doubts or any queries, you can start raising your hands and we can, solve the answers and we can answer you one by one. So please start asking your questions. You all can raise your hands and ask your questions one by one. Yes, Sohail, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, Sunidhi. I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please ask
Hello.
your question. Yes.
Yes. My question is regarding SPLA exam. Uh, that 1 year experience is mandatory for SPLA. It is to be considered after the registration in my home country, or it is that in India that technically 6 year course. That in the last year it's covered in the internship. So इसमें आप जैसा हेलो
Yes,
Basically,
yes, you're audible. Please ask your question.
हाँ जी हाँ तो सुनील जी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि वो जो 1 year इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम है मतलब जो मैंडेटरी है तो वो रजिस्ट्रेशन के बाद में कंसिडर किया जाता है या फिर वो जो कंटिन्यूएशन में है तो उसी में कंसिडर होता
It is a job. आप job कर रहे हो या internship कर रहे हो? It is you are doing free of cost. You need to show the experience. They only want after you complete your degree. जो फार्म डी है 6 years का, उसके बाद 1 साल का जॉब एक्सपीरियंस काउंट होता है।
अच्छा अच्छा जी सर। तो जो इंटर्नशिप जो हमारी है लास्ट ईयर की, तो वो
काउंट
काउंट
नहीं
नहीं
होगी।
होगी
इट
उसमें?
इज ए पार्ट ऑफ योर डिग्री, नॉट इट इज नॉट एक्सपीरियंस।
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। बेसिकली वो तो आपके डिग्री का पार्ट है। विदाउट इंटर्नशिप आपको डिग्री मिलेगी ही नहीं। ओके। और डिग्री मिलने के बाद फिर जो है आपको जो है 1 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए। एंड गाइस, ये फ्री जीपैट कोर्स का लिंक मैंने दिया हुआ है चैट बॉक्स में, तो आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। इट इज नॉट फॉर जस्ट जीपैट। आप कोई भी एग्जाम आप पास करना चाहते हो, कोई भी कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम, इंक्लूडिंग इन गल्फ के एग्जाम है, ओपरा या पीएसआई, इन सब में भी हेल्प करेगा ये वाला कोर्स। तो इट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है। तो आप इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो। और ये 1 मई से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो है ना, आई विल सी यू देयर। तो आप लोग इसको सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। चैनल को फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है ये पूरा कोर्स।
Yes. Alifa, yes, please ask your question. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to ask for the SPLE exam. I have done my M pharmacy. Now, is the SPLE exam and the exam for pharmacy technician different, or what should I write? I have done my master's recently,
Yes, you are
and
eligible
what do you
to
suggest?
write this technician exam, but generally syllabus is the same for both exams. So we provide coaching for technician as well.
So I have to write the technician exam. What is the
Yes,
major difference between both exams and
I mean
opportunities in both the exams?
this is the eligibility. If someone did five
Okay.
years pharmacy degree, continuous 5 year pharmacy degree, they are eligible to write SPLE exam for pharmacist, or else others like B Pharm or B Pharm plus PharmD or B Pharm plus M Pharm, they are eligible only for pharmacy technician.
Thank you.
Yes, next please.
Yes. Any other question? Please raise your hand if anybody has any other question.
तो आप इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, ये फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है। ये पूरा कोर्स आप सभी के लिए। तो इसमें जो बेसिक फार्मास्यूटिकल साइंस हाई यील्ड टॉपिक्स पर डिस्कशन होगा, और मोस्ट ऑफ द एग्जाम्स में ये हेल्पफुल रहेगा आप सभी के लिए। ओके गाइस।
Yes, sir. Yes, Junaid, please ask your question.
Yeah, hello. Actually, I wanted to
Yes.
ask regarding the PSI exam for Ireland, where you
Yeah.
have mentioned regarding 5 years pharma degree continuous plus level 8. So can you just give brief regarding the level 8
I mean, you just
figure?
only Farm D degree requirement for that. If you done your Farm D, level 8 means level 9 is called master degree and level 7 called bachelor degree. So they are asking in between. Okay, so if you have a degree plus internship, they are requiring basically. So if someone did 5 years of pharmacy degree like Farm D from Pakistan or Farm D from India, 6 years, Farm D from India, both are eligible to write this PSI exam.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I have one more question. If, Can I ask?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted a very good suggestion from the global head, Akram Ahmad, as we are also very happy and known like everywhere you are famous and guiding healthcare professionals. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
My
you. Thank you.
question,
Welcome.
my suggestion from your side is like as a family graduate, recent family graduate, will it be better for going for an OPRA or for a master's degree right now at current scenario in the world? Like what will be
Yes. So
better for us?
currently the best scenario for PSI, you can go on a study there and you can write this exam for PSI, especially if you done a Farm D. So Farm D can be best country is for Ireland, number one. And then if you are planning for Australia, then also you can go for master degree and simultaneously you can write this OPRA exam. Okay.
Junaid, I hope you have got your answer.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Adil, please ask your question. Adil, are you there? You can unmute yourself. Okay. Muniba, yes, please ask your question. Muniba, are you there?
Hi, no question at the moment.
Okay, I think you
Okay.
raised your hand.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Anyone, any other question? Okay, so I think so. We are done with the questions. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Smiri.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you for joining this. Thank you so much.
Yes, किसका क्वेश्चन था? भार्गव, do you have any question? Yes,
No.
Bhargav.
Yes, sir. So I'm actually planning for a OPRA exam in Australia. So I'm a fresh B Pharmacy graduate, sir. So you think this is an apt choice for me to choose for Australia?
Yes, if you are B Farm, is the best. But the earlier candidate was a Farm D. So Farm D is for Ireland. If you are a B Farm, then Australia is the best choice.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bhargav.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.